Hi, I'm Autumn, and I wanted to welcome you to Be Experience. We are so glad to have you tonight. Please go ahead and leave us a comment below and let us know where you're watching from. And throughout the episode, if you want to engage with us in the comments, we'll be there ready to answer your questions and fellowship with you. So please feel free to do so. Also, before we get started, I'll ask you to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on next week's episode or the episodes to come. I would also encourage you to join our Facebook group that's linked below. That group is specifically created just to discuss the experience episodes and the discussion questions that are posed every week. So go ahead and join, and that's just a great way for you to take it beyond just watching the video and really get involved with other people. So the agenda for tonight includes a message from our lead pastor, Pastor Kimberly, followed by a few challenge discussion questions. And then we will lead into one worship song led by the Bridge Band, our worship team at our satellite campus, The Bridge. Today, Pastor Kimberly will be speaking about the Church of Laodicea that's mentioned in Revelations chapter 3, 14 through 21. I would encourage you to go ahead and read those verses after this week's episode, and that will just give you further insight into what Pastor Kimberly is talking about in her message. I will go ahead and pass it on to Pastor Kimberly now, and she'll go more into depth about what it means to have lukewarm faith and what that looks like.
Hi, I'm Pastor Kimberly, and we're here today at the Carroll County Coffee Company on Route 43, just outside of Carrollton, Ohio, and I'm enjoying a wonderful dragon fruit iced tea as we sit here on the porch today. It's a beautiful, glorious day, and we're so excited that we're able to be here and to highlight this local business. And as I came to the coffee shop, I think about, hot or cold. I'm drinking an iced tea, but I think most people either want their drinks cold or they want their drinks hot. They really don't usually want them in that lukewarm, in-between type stage. And I think also about the passage that we read in the book of Revelation that says, I know all things you do that are neither hot nor cold. And as I think about as we enjoy our favorite drinks and think about that warmth of maybe that hot chocolate or that coffee as the fall is approaching and we snuggle up with something that's refreshing and cozy and warm and comforting to us. And you also think about that lukewarm, as we said, people either want things hot or they want things cold. Lukewarm kind of tends to turn people off. People don't want lukewarm coffee or lukewarm tea. They want it to either be hot or cold. So that opposite extreme of hot, is that cold. That middle ground just doesn't sit well so often with people. So, you can find hot coffee in really great places, and you can find really great iced tea, but it's hard to even walk into a store and say, could you sell me something that's lukewarm? Because most people don't really relate to that. People strive for one extreme or the other. They strive to be really hot, or they strive to be really cold. We don't generally strive to be in the middle. We strive to be our best. I guess that's the point that I'm getting at is, what's your best? We strive to be our best. We never strive to be plain. We don't strive to be boring or mediocre, just as I'm sure whenever the coffee shop opened, they weren't saying, I just want to be so-so. They say, no, I want to offer our best to the people of Carroll County. And that's exactly what they have done here at the Carroll County Coffee Company, is they have offered their best. We don't like our coffee half brewed. We want our coffee fully brewed. And God does not like us half-hearted. He wants us to come to Him with our best, with our full selves. We've been created with a natural passion in our hearts. We've been created to seek that fire and that urgency of coming into a relationship with God. We've been created to seek our best when we have our relationships with our friends and our families, to give it our all, to lay it all out there on the line. God gave us that passion for Him. We were created to love God. We were created to serve God. And when we do so half-heartedly, what does that really accomplish? And I think so often God is sitting there saying, why? Why would you only do this halfway? Just the same as your boss would be saying, why? Why are you only doing this halfway if you were at work? Or, if you walked in and you ordered a cup of coffee and it was lukewarm, you would be saying, why? Why didn't you give me your best? People don't thrive to be ordinary. They should strive to be extraordinary. They want a love that is passion and is growing hotter and hotter day by day. And that's how our love for God should be, because that's how His love for us is. That lifestyle requires effort. It requires us to put our best foot forward, not to just be lazy and to lounge around. Now, I'm not saying being lazy and lounging around sometimes isn't a good thing, because we all love a good just day to chill. But when we think back into even biblical times, the church of Laodicea was living a life where they were just kind of losing that passion. They had become lukewarm for God. They were neither passionate nor displaced. They were just kind of in that middle ground. And so instead they viewed themselves as good people. They didn't necessarily see themselves as the best people. They were just good people. They were doing what they needed to get by. And the answer from the Lord came, I don't want your mediocrity, I want your best. I want you to refine your life. Here's the thing is, just like there's a million different kinds of coffee, you can have lattes, and you can have whipped cream, or you can have caramel sauce on top, whatever it may be, and you want those to be the best. God's also created you to be your best, to be passionate, to be on fire, to be hot, not to be lukewarm. The Lord will remove that lukewarm aspect of our life when we allow Him in and we strive to be all that He has created us to be. It's not important about how passionate you were for God yesterday, because yesterday is yesterday. What's important is, how are you living your life today? How hot for God are you today? Are you lukewarm? Or are you hot and passionate? So that's my challenge for you today, is to think about, are you lukewarm? Are you being that passionate person that God has created you to be in all areas of your life? Are you like that really good cup of coffee? And if you want a great cup of coffee, I encourage you to come by here to the Carroll County Coffee Company and enjoy one today. God bless.
Walking down these desert roads, water for my thirsty soul. I need you. Oh, I need you. Your forgiveness is like sweet, sweet honey on my lips. It's like the sound of a symphony to my ears. It's like holy water on my skin. Dead man walking slave to sin. I want to know about being born again. I need you. Oh God, I need you. So take me to the riverside. Take me under baptized. I need you. Oh God, I need you. Your forgiveness is like sweet, sweet honey on my lips. It's like the sound of a symphony to my ears. It's like holy water on my skin.
I don't want to abuse your grace. God, I need it every day. It's the only thing that ever makes me want to change. I don't want to lose your grace. God, I need the only thing that ever really makes me wanna change.
I don't wanna abuse your grace. God, I need it every day. It's the only thing that ever really makes me wanna change. I don't wanna abuse your grace. God, I need it every day. The only thing that ever really makes me wanna change. Your forgiveness is like sweet, sweet honey on my lips. It's like the sound of a symphony in my ears. It's like holy water on my skin. Your forgiveness is like sweet, sweet honey on my lips. It's like the sound of a symphony to my ears. It's like holy water on my skin. It's like holy water on my skin. It's like holy water.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of The Experience. We've loved having you. Don't forget to join the Facebook group linked in the description. We would love to have you there, and we will be discussing things each week. So it's a great opportunity for you to actually get connected and take that next step to get involved. Don't forget to join us next week for a new episode of The Experience. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a future episode. Thank you, and God bless.